Hi y'all! Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Yaritza. I am a former kindergarten teacher, and today was actually my very first day in my new position. So I just finished my very first day. I did not do a good job of vlogging today in the morning because I am just not a morning person. I was just not as early as I should have been. I did mention in my last vlog that I will be reporting to the central campus in our district now. So at least that's like 10 minutes away from where I currently live. So it's like super close. So I left like at 7:15 this morning and just went right into the building since I still had to like find the exact location of where we were going to be trained today. So yeah, I just did not have time to vlog this morning or really check in throughout the day, but just made it through my first day as an instructional coach. But it was a pretty fantastic day. I've mentioned in other vlogs that when I was teaching pre-K, I loved the early childhood department, loved all of your trainings, and the actual team is just delightful. They're so helpful. They're always just cheerful. So getting to know them a little bit more today was definitely exciting. I did get to meet all of my other teammates. Well, most of them. There's still some that are going to start a little bit later because they're still in the process with HR and all of that. So I think I met about 15 of my teammates, I want to say. And I did find out today that we are actually supposed to be a team of 21. So it's an even larger team than I thought. So our morning portion was really focused on getting to know each other. We did this little kind of icebreaker, so we would get to know everybody's names where we would say our name, and then we would also do like a little motion to go along with our names. So for example, I said my name is Yaritza, and then my motion was like going like this with both of my arms. So then everybody went around in a circle, said my name, and did my motion. So we did that for everybody, which actually really helped in helping me remember their names, because I'm typically bad at remembering adults' names, but you know, when it comes to kids, like I'll know all of my kids' names in the first day of school. They did have breakfast for us. They had kolaches and donuts, so that was an extra treat. After we finished that icebreaker, then we did like I forget the actual name of the activity, but it was like a little map, but it was more so like a timeline. So everybody put together basically a timeline of just important things, events in their lives. And so we all went around and talked about our little events in our timeline. So that was really nice too, because you really got to hear everybody's background, so that was interesting. And yeah, like I just love learning about other people and where they're coming from, what their experience is. And not that it matters, but I am going to be like the baby out of the whole team, but I'm used to that because at my other school, that's how it was in all of my teams. I was always like the baby, but it's okay. After we finished that activity, most of the chunk of our day was going over our handbook, and they divided it into 3 parts. So we really got to hear more about our duties and our position and kind of like the procedures and systems in place that we will be following once we are assigned school. So that was an exciting piece of news. I mentioned to y'all, like Houston is enormous. So they did say that they're going to assign 7 to 8 schools. They are still in the process of finalizing all of the schools and all of that. But by the first week of August, we should be finding out what schools will be assigned to. Going through that handbook took up most of our day. They did buy lunch for us, so that was really nice. I did forget my badge today, but I guess it wasn't a really big deal because I wasn't able to scan in to open any of the doors. With our badges, they'll assign, I don't know exactly how they do it, but basically if that's not your campus, then you don't have access to like opening any kind of doors. So they did let us know that we will not be housed, like our office space will not be housed at the central office. We will be at a different location. So for the most part, Monday through Thursday, we will be going to our assigned schools and working with the teachers. And then on Fridays, everybody will report to where our offices will be and kind of collaborate and plan for the next week. So once we finished going over the handbook, they did ask us to go ahead and ask for our updated badges. So I ended up getting a new badge anyway, so it didn't matter that I forgot my other badge in the morning. And then towards the end of the day, we were waiting for the IT department, the technology department, to assign our laptops. So most of my teammates got their laptops. They were short a couple of more laptops, so myself and another teammate. We'll have to wait for tomorrow to get our laptops, but that's okay. So I think for tomorrow, we're going to be working on like compliance trainings in the morning, because some of the teammates are brand new to the district. So they have like an orientation training in the morning. So that'll work better for everybody's schedule so that we can start on the same page. We're going to get like a brief training on our actual curriculum, which I'm unfamiliar with because I was not teaching pre-K last year and they implemented new curriculum. So it'll be very good to get trained on that. And those are kind of all of the highlights for today. I did pick out a dress to wear, and I did last all day in my heels, which was like a first. Definitely will not wear heels tomorrow. I'll definitely go with some flats. And I think just the only other thing I know about tomorrow is that we will only have a half-hour lunch. So I want to make sure that I bring some lunch for tomorrow. The day did start to feel a bit long, like after 3 o'clock. I also mentioned in my last vlog that for the summer, we have different summer hours. We do 40 and 4, so we're working 10-hour days Monday through Thursday, but we get Fridays off, which means it's basically like a 3-day weekend. So I'm okay with that, but it did start to feel pretty long after 3 o'clock. But it's all right. I made it. And again, I'm lucky that I just lived 10 minutes away. There was no traffic getting back home. So I have no idea what Alex and I are going to do for dinner. But gonna figure that out. Probably watch a couple of podcasts, take a shower, and call it a night. Because I'm definitely tired. So that's my little check-in for today. I will see y'all tomorrow. Hey y'all, it is early Wednesday morning. I did not vlog yesterday. I did not have time either yesterday. It was less eventful, but it surprisingly went by even quicker. Some highlights from yesterday: I got my laptop and our morning little team building activity. They passed around toilet paper and they told us to take however many pieces we needed, but they didn't tell us for what. So most people got between like, I would say 4 and 6 little pieces. I got 10 pieces. Once everybody finished getting their pieces, they told us that however many we had is however many facts we had to share about ourselves. I'm typically a very timid person, but I like to push myself out of my comfort zone. But regardless, being the person that I am, like while everybody else was going around, I was trying to think of my 10 facts because that was a lot. So like I thought about my 10 facts, but when it was my turn and I was sharing, I got to like my 7th fact and then I totally just blanked. So it was a little bit awkward for like a few seconds, but then my boss was like, tell them you presented. So she tried to help me out a little bit. And so I talked about that, and then like I thought about another couple of facts, but I thought that was super nice. Like, my boss is great. She's so sweet. After that team building activity, most of the day was set aside for us to complete our yearly trainings online. Every year a district has like compliance trainings that they shoot out to us. This is the biggest head start that I've ever gotten. I had 8 compliance trainings show up on my thing where we complete our trainings. Got through 5. The Wi-Fi was being super slow. It was just a very slow process. But I'm pretty sure I got 5 of them done, so I think I have 3 more left. And then we did have about a 3-hour block where we had our curriculum people come and present to us. So my district follows SAVIS 3 cheers for pre-K, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that all districts in Texas adopted new curriculum for pre-K. This was like brand new to me. I didn't know anything about it, but y'all, like, I thought 3 hours was gonna feel like eternal. It did not. Like, it just flew by, and that curriculum made my teacher heart like so happy. I was like, get me some kids, put me back in the class, like I want to teach this. So we'll still have a few more trainings on it. You know, we're obviously not experts yet, but I definitely really enjoyed the presentation. I love thematic learning, so this was just beautiful. It's 9 thematic units, so each unit has 4 weeks. You have books for each week. You have so many online resources. You have vocabulary cards, word wall cards. You have like your phonological awareness pieces. It was a great presentation, but the 6 o'clock days are kicking my butt. And yesterday especially, I brought lunch, but it was like half of a chicken sandwich and some fries. And I did not have breakfast. Like, I'm still adjusting. Today is the first day that I'm making breakfast, so I'm gonna make potato and egg tacos. And then I'm making Alex and I lunch, which is just gonna be some Thai rice, some veggies, and some of these the mango jalapeno chicken meatballs from Costco. And then I packed a little snack. We did go to HEB yesterday because I was like, man, I need to have a snack because it's a long day. I don't like to just be snacking on like junk, like chips and cookies, like whatever's on the vending machines. Packed myself some cheese and crackers, and I love dark chocolate and I love almonds, so these are like 2-in-1. They're dark chocolate covered almonds. I love these. So all I know about today is that we are reporting to a different location. We're reporting to our actual office area. So we're gonna get to set up our office space. So I did pull my teacher cart so that I could take some things with me. Actually, I think I'm gonna switch this. All of my classroom stuff that I kept is in a storage unit, and it's super close to where I live. It's like 5 minutes down the street, so if I need to get anything out of storage, it won't be a big deal. I know that I do want to take at least one binder out of my storage unit so that I could house all of my like essentials, any resources that I am going to refer often. At some point I will go to my storage unit, especially after today and seeing what our space looks like. But let me finish making breakfast and lunch so that I can get ready, because today's drive is going to be a little farther out, so I don't want to get stuck in traffic, don't want to be late. So let me finish up and I will talk to you later. Y'all, I am so sorry. This is going to be such a belated check-in. So let me pick up from Wednesday, what we ended up doing on Wednesday. Wednesday, we were mostly walking through what we call our PreK 101 guide, which is like this fantastic document of over 90 pages of walking you through the basics of pre-K. So What do you do before your meet and greet? What to have ready for your meet and greet? What do you do on the first day of school? Important documents to give to parents. What do routines and procedures look like? How do you introduce small groups? How to introduce centers? Just like it really walks you through what to do in a pre-K classroom. So when you are a new teacher starting out in the district, you do get a 3-day training walking you through all of that guide. So I was familiar with it, so it was kind of a refresher for me. And then we looked at a few of those coaching documents, and I was very excited for lunch break because I found a coffee shop that was like 5 minutes away that has like the coffee that I'm obsessed with, which is basically a vanilla latte with oat milk and honey and cinnamon. Like, it's just so tasty. After we had lunch, I was pleasantly surprised that the building where we're at, where our offices are, was not that old. It was part of a high school campus, but now it's extra office space for other departments in the district. We were walking through a couple of the other buildings because we just didn't have enough furniture in our building. So we were like hauling furniture in dollies, or not a dolly, a flatbed. We got a flatbed and we were loading tables into what we made our lunchroom, and then we didn't have enough desks and chairs, so we got some of that. So it was a workout. We probably spent a couple of hours like just trying to figure out what all furniture we needed, and we all just took turns helping load and carry all of that furniture into our building. There was a lot of rooms, so we each just picked what room we wanted to be in. Some rooms were large enough to have up to 3 to 4 people. Only 11 of our teammates showed up this week, so we're still missing like half of our teammates. So for now, the bigger rooms, which I'm in one of the big rooms, only has 3 people. So I have a couple of other teammates that are in there with me for now. But if like 2 or even 3 more need to come in there, like, we have plenty of space. So the only thing is that like it's just so bleh in there. Like, it's just white walls, just a big open space. Like, part of me just wanted to start decorating, but we'll only be there on Fridays. After we kind of got situated with all of our office spaces and furniture, they walked us through how to keep track on our Outlook calendar of different dates. So we are having 3 different managers that are in charge of us, the coaches, and then there's a senior manager that's in charge of like the managers and everybody else, and then our director. So we have about 5 administrators. So they walked us through the Outlook calendar and how to schedule things. And they have like a little system too where it's color coded. So if we're coaching in a school, it's a certain color. I don't remember what the other ones are, but there's like at least 5 colors. So this will be the first time that I work with a calendar, like a digital calendar. The last chunk of our day, we were kind of playing around with the calendar, and I added in like what the rest of these 3 weeks will look like for us. So then that brings me to Thursday. On Thursday, we were walked through our Google Drive that we're gonna have for the coaches. So walking us through a little bit more of our coaching documents and expectations. And we talked about the assessment, the school-wide district assessment that pre-K teachers have to complete. We talked about state mandated requirements that we will also be helping teachers with. And then I did not know that the coaches will also be doing some curriculum writing. So they walked us through what that looks like, which is like lots of steps, and like everybody was pretty overwhelmed, but we're going to get walked through that again on Monday. But there was another Google document on there that's breaking down all of the professional development that our department is providing, and they split us all up into who's presenting what professional development. So that'll be very new for me. Like, I've never presented PD for like a very large group. So the last couple of hours on Thursday, we were looking through that curriculum guide and trying to get started. So because it's such a large team, I counted how many times I'll have to write, and I'm only responsible for 5 weeks throughout the year. So it won't be too bad. It's just like getting the hang of it and making sure that you include everything. So, and then one more thing about Wednesday though was that we did get a key for our building office, but we don't have like access cards because there's like the first door where you have to scan to let you into the buildings. So nobody has an access card yet. We don't know how long that's gonna take. But they know that we need those. So every time we get there, we have a group text and we're like, can somebody open the door, please? So somebody has to come open the door, and then we go inside the building. And then yesterday was a day off, so I slept in. I had a brunch date with my teacher wifeys. And then I went to Target and JCPenney. I was just trying to look for some dress pants, but I didn't find anything. Yeah, just by the time I got home, Alex was home, we had dinner. This whole week went by pretty fast, I feel like, because by the time I get home, it was already past 6 p.m. I'm starving, so it's catching up on our day, then figuring out what we're doing for dinner, coming back and having dinner here, watching a podcast, showering, and then I'm dead. I'm asleep. And that's kind of it, y'all. It was a fantastic first week of work. I loved my teammates. Everybody is so sweet and helpful. For next week, we will be at the central office on Monday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday we'll be at a different location that's not too far from the central office. And on Tuesday specifically, we're going to be going over the district coaching model and systems in place that we'll have to follow in more detail. So that'll be good. And then Wednesday and Thursday, they called it a curriculum team retreat. So maybe that'll be bonding. I don't know. And then the following week will be a regular work week for us. So we will not do the 40 and 4. We'll work the full week. I think Monday we'll be at the central office again. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we will be completing a training at Rice University called the Summer Institute on Reading, Writing, and Cultural Connection. And that does go into Friday, but we have another conflicting training that we'll have to go to. So we'll do that Friday. Then we'll be in the first week of August, which I think will be more curriculum training. And then the week after that will be the week of August 8th, if I'm not mistaken. So that's when basically all employees go back to work. All teachers go back to work at their campus. And I think that week we are starting professional development. So they need to finalize who's going to be presenting during that week. And then Savas, which is what my district curriculum is, they will do their own presentation, walking teachers through the curriculum, because I'm sure there's still a lot of teachers that will be brand new to the curriculum. And it's only the second year that we're implementing it. And this is a little graphic that we got on Tuesday. I'm pretty sure it was Tuesday whenever we got a little 3-hour training. But this is walking, just pacing throughout the day. Let me see. Okay, but it doesn't tell me the themes, but I know there's a document that I need to print out where it tells me the themes and sub-themes, because I obviously don't know these. But yeah, it was a really great week. I'm excited to continue learning. I did not get a chance to talk to my director or supervisors about the vlogging situation, so just at some point I will do that and see if it's okay. But either way, I just haven't had time to vlog throughout the day, because everything has been boom, 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 boom. Plus, I don't like vlogging in front of other people. If there's people in the room, I can set my camera down and record, but I don't like to be talking into the camera if there's other people in the room. But all right, those are all of my updates. It's Saturday morning. We went to get some coffee and a breakfast sandwich from this little place that we love. So I'm about to go eat my breakfast sandwich and start editing this vlog. So I hope that y'all enjoyed my little updates. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.